Are you moving to Australia soon? One of the first things you'll need is accommodation. But finding accommodation that's right for you can take a bit of time, so I always recommend to have short-term accommodation in place first if you're coming from overseas, because it can feel overwhelming committing to a place when you haven't seen it. So whether you're traveling, coming to live here as an international student, or working full-time, I've got you covered of how to secure your short-term accommodation when you first land. So before you even step on the plane, you have a clear idea of where you're going to stay. My first tip is to start with trusted platforms like Booking.com, Airbnb, and Stays. They're secure, have reviews from other travelers, and you can book flexible stays for 2 to 8 weeks while you look for something more long-term if you like. And I think Booking.com also has free cancellation on most bookings, so that might be more favorable for you. You can also look at Facebook groups and look for more city-specific ones like Sydney Rooms for Rent. You can even look at flatmates.com.au because they have short-term sublets on there. Locals and other international students might post sublets on there or short-term leases while they're away traveling, and you can stay in their place and they can get rent from you. And you do that by typing in any suburb that you want to live in and clicking 1-bedroom flats, because that's where most of them will be, and they'll tell you in the description what dates they're away and when it's available. Also in the Facebook groups, just search up sublets or short leases or sublease, and you might find dates for ones that you're coming. And if you're a student, many universities can connect you with student-friendly options nearby. It's usually called the off-campus accommodation database, and even if you're not enrolled yet, some colleges will have public listings of off-campus student-friendly accommodation options, and some of them might be temporary that you can hop onto before you start looking for a permanent place here. I would also say to consider hostels and co-living spaces. Those are really big here right now. For hostels, look on hostelworlds.com, and there are also modern hostels and co-living spaces that offer more community style living, so you'll be living with other travelers or students, and you'll have common spaces where you can mingle, and you'll have a dorm style room with a little kitchenette maybe. And there's a few of them here like Igloo, Scape, Unilodge, and co-living spaces like Yuko. They offer private rooms with shared facilities, and they're more affordable than hotels and great for meeting people. And before you even book these, make sure they're legit, not a scam. Make sure your booking allows you for easy cancellation or extension, because once you're in Australia, you might find a better place that you can move into or a better deal close to your work or uni. By locking in short-term accommodation before you land, you'll have a safe base to start your new life in Australia without the stress of house hunting on arrival. If you found this video useful, give it a like, subscribe. I post heaps on here about moving to Australia, studying here, working here, living here. I've got my scholarship sample down below if you're coming here to study and want to lighten the load, and I've got my cover letter template down below and a video on how to format your resume. So have a look at that, and I'll see you next time.